G'day, Steve here, Woodworking Masterclass, and I'm here to talk about the Vevor Magnetic Drill Press. Now, full disclosure, they sent me this, must have been November last year, to do a review on, and to be fair, I said, well look, I don't know if I'd use it. And they've asked me several times to do a video, and they've been very, very good. And I said, look, yeah, I'm just trying to work out how I can use it. And now I've discovered the potential of this drill, which primarily is for metal workers. But if you're a woodworker, when I show you these couple of things I've done, I think you'll be quite impressed with what this can do and how it can save you so much time. So when I plug it in and turn it on, the base becomes magnetic. I'll give you a demonstration. I turn it on. It becomes a magnetic base. So, and it's pretty darn powerful, I'm telling you. So the idea being that you might be working in construction and you have to do some, I don't know, holes in some frames, metal frames, door frames, and it's pretty hard to get up there and hold a drill and do it that way. Whereas with this, you put it up there, you turn on the switch on the side here, and all of a sudden it magnetizes. So it'll stay there, and then you use this as you would a normal drill press. So it comes with a bottle that you mount on the side here, and it will drip feed into the cutter for when you're cutting metal to cutting oil or coolant and what have you. The metal cutting parts, it comes with a fairly substantial, extremely sharp, so watch out. This one came with 2 of those. And as I said, I've been thinking, primarily I'm a woodworker. Yes, I do blacksmithing. I've got a machinery shop with lathe and a milling machine in there, but I don't do a lot of heavy fabricating. So the challenge for me was, well, how can I use this? And then I started making workbenches. And this is where I found this little puppy comes into its own. If you really want to know about the metal side of things, have a look at Mr. Tim Tublacan. He has a tremendous video, it goes for about 20 minutes, on what this puppy can do. Stop calling it a puppy, but what this can do in the metal realm. What I want to do is broaden your perception of what it can do by showing you what I've discovered I can use it for in the woodworking realm. So here we go. You will see, as I said, there's a lot of reviews online, and a number of them will bag the chuck that comes with it. It comes with a drill chuck, and a lot of people say, oh, it's not a Jacobs chuck, it's not that accurate, da da da. Yeah, terrific, wonderful, fine. The thing is, if you're honest, when you're doing woodwork, you don't need accuracy within 10 thou or 20 thou or 50 thou of an inch, because the timber is going to expand and contract as you're working, and therefore those tolerances, yeah, it's not going to work. I mean, if you're within a 32nd of an inch on most things, you're pretty good. So yes, it's not a Jacobs chuck, but it works just fine. Could do a little bit of a lube. I'll give it a spray later on. So I'll show you some of the things I've come up with for using this in woodwork. First things, this bench I've got here, which many of you know has been my woodworking masterclass bench for over 10 years now, and I use dogs a lot. But what I've found, because I've got an H&T Gordon tail vise in this end, this used to do me, but now I'm finding that I need another dog hole here, and I'll have a hold down one here as well. Now, to do it normally, what I would do would be get a power drill, which I don't have on me at the moment. So we'll use a cordless, and I'll mark, goodness gracious, I haven't even opened these. A brand new set. There you go. Awesome. There you go. So I'm going to drill a 13mm hole in my bench. I think I'll have one about there, and I'll put the other one there. So if you're anything like me, when you start drilling, not to be able to hold it straight and it wobbles, especially if you're not using a brad point. And so when you've finished, you end up with a hole, but actually that one's not too bad. It's got a bit of a lean on it. It's leaning this way a little bit. So when you're using dogs or anything hold downs like these, you want that hole to be perpendicular so it doesn't jam whilst you're using it. So what I found with this was I can put in a 3/4 inch bit, which is the size of these dogs. Now, even if this hole's not straight, which it's not, it will be when I finish, because I can position this directly over the hole. Okay, the first thing you'll notice when I turn it on, it's got no magnet because I'm on wood. Sometimes that doesn't matter. And we'll see how we go. Variable speed. If I take it easy, it goes through okay. If I push it a bit, you'll notice how the body comes up. So that doesn't give you a perpendicular drill. But if go to your local scrap metal merchant or whoever, boneyard or anywhere they have metal, and what I've got here is a lump of metal. I'll put leather on the bottom to protect my bench. I can now put this here, put this onto here, and then when I turn it on, it is rock solid on this bit of metal. And that eliminates it coming up. If you want it to be more secure, just clamp this at the back, like that, and you can put a fair amount of pressure on that. See how quickly that's going in? And it's not lifting up at all. As soon as you finish, turn it off, magnet goes off, put it to one side, and there I have a beautiful straight dog hole for my dogs. So that's one use. Can you imagine if you have a big sheet of plywood, for example, and you have to drill holes down the centre? Trying to get there, climb over the middle of the board, stand there or kneel on it with a drill and try and get all those holes. With this, you've got a nice flat base. You can just drill. You can put a hole saw in there if you like. You are limited to the size of the chuck from the base of the machine, but you'd easily get a 2-inch hole saw in there. The other thing which I think is absolutely brilliant, is what if you got some doweling to do? You might be making a door frame or a window frame and you're doweling it together and you don't have a horizontal boring machine. The piece of timber you've got is too big to fit into your drill press. Have a look at this one. I think this is absolutely brilliant. Drill down to the depth that I want. That's about there. Now this for me is the exciting bit. So I'm using dowel points, and what I'm going to do is just put them into the holes that I've drilled, and that will give me the position of the dowels holes on this piece. So we'll just square that up, give it a tap, and that should then transfer the two holes that I need to drill. Now I can put that in the vise. When I discovered this, I thought, wow, what a great concept. So now I haven't tightened this up, and I'm going to turn the magnet on. So it's now going anywhere. So when I move the drill, I'm actually moving the metal plate as well. I'll bring it here because I want to still put a clamp on it on this side. Now I can turn it off. I can slide the drill over to exactly where that hole is. Make sure that the timber is 90 degrees to your bench. Put a clamp on there to hold it firm. And away we go. That should be deep enough, I think. Now you can either move the drill press or you can move the timber. And away we go again. And we'll see how we go. And there you go. Nicely doweled up joint. Nice and square. So that's it. That's how you can use a magnetic drill in woodworking. Doing holes in benches. In fact, the benches I'm building at the moment for another workshop, that's all I'm using. It is so easy and accurate. Doweling, if you've got big sheets of material and you've got to drill holes in that, just put that there, get hold of a lump of metal if you can, because that really obviously makes full use of the magnetic drill part or the magnetic base. And as I said, if you want to see what it can do for metal, have a look at, I think it's Mr. Pete. And there's a few others on there. I can't find a drama with it. To me, if it does have a drawback, it's noisy. But honestly, for the price they're charging, it really is such a small inconvenience for the versatility of this tool. And start thinking about how you can use it. I'd love to put it on the wall here, but I don't have any metal on the walls. They're all timber. But okay, we'll use this metal plate just to show you how it would work if you were in a metal working situation on a construction site. There it is. Pop it on there. Turn it on, and there you go. If you like, you've got a long line boring machine there too if you want to. So Vevor Magnetic Drill. Absolutely awesome. As I said, they gave this to me to do a review back in November, and yes, I do get to keep the machine. And I just couldn't think of what to do. And thanks, Lynn, being very patient with me. Finally, I got the video done. Look forward to dealing with you later on. So for metal, fantastic. For woodwork, it also has a place. The only thing you got to watch is when you finish, turn that magnet off, because the base will get very, very hot because it's an electromagnetic magnet. So electricity going through there, it does get hot. But apart from that, great little bit of gear. So I think there's a coupon down below for a limited time to get 5% off. And if you get one and you find some new uses, please let me know. But in the meantime, this is Steve pulling the shed door down and saying, remember to keep it sharp. But more importantly, keep it safe, be kind to each other, look after yourselves, and look forward to having your company in the workshop very, very soon. Till then, thanks for watching. God bless. Bye for now.